Welcome to episode 5 of Three Guys on a Record. I'm your host, Coach K. With me is your co-host, Brad and Doug. News update. Doug, what do you got for us this week?
Okay, so today is Wednesday, March 4th, and yesterday all over the internet, I'm sure everybody's already seen it, but on again, off again, now on again, Twisted Sister 50th anniversary tour is now back on. And after Dee Snider had him bowed out because he dealing with arthritis and other health issues, and he said if he couldn't be 100% in the only way he knows how to rock, then he didn't want to do it at all. So filling in his spot, we have the bass, Sebastian Bach. And they're gonna do sporadic tour dates and kind of fit around Sebastian's already slated solo tour dates. Keep an eye out to see if they'll come to your town. But so looking forward to that. That is gonna be so awesome. That is a kick-ass fill in. Yeah, I'm totally stoked for it.
You think they'll do any Skid Row songs?
That I wouldn't think they would, being as it's going out as a Twisted Sister tour, but you never know.
You think they'd play Youth Gone Wild or something, wouldn't they?
I suppose it depends if JJ and if they think they can handle it and fit it in, and I'm sure it'd go over well with the audience.
I think it makes good monetary sense for both parties. They kind of need each other. Here it comes! You never know what's happening! At this point, I think Sebastian would do better with Twisted Sister than he would on his own. In terms of filling seats.
Just the curiosity factor.
Do they have any other singers that they were considering, or
none that I've seen thrown out there?
Well, and speaking of Skid Row and Sebastian Bach, Skid Row was doing TikTok or social media requests for with tryouts for some of these
the
singers.
worldwide tryouts. Yeah,
I watched a couple of them, and there's some pretty good ones. But I guess Sebastian bashed that whole deal as it was going on too.
Oh, so they're posting the tryout videos that people are submitting, or what?
I don't know if they are. I've seen some people do it. I don't know what they're doing or looking at. I just remember seeing some, and then I saw something where Sebastian Bach was slamming them, calling them losers, which I think is kind of mean. Yeah. But some of those guys can sing pretty good. But
he's never gonna let that go, because that's his ultimate goal. He wants to be back in the band, and he wants to reunite that. And they're just. Nope, they don't want to deal with his personality and all the shenanigans that comes along with the Sebastian bus, and which is too bad. But they're the ones that would have to go on the road with them and try to mesh their personalities.
Well, hopefully he behaves himself with Twisted Sister.
Thought I saw a thing where the whole Bret Michaels Poison saga. Now it sounds like maybe Bret Michaels is changing his tune a little bit. Now he's open to maybe in 27 they might do a tour. Who knows? Probably every month there'll probably be a different rumor out there about that one.
Well, maybe Sebastian Bach can join Poison on the 40th anniversary tour.
Just do the rounds. Anybody need a fill-in singer?
Hey, Motley Crue, anything. Yeah, anything's possible. We got a RIP.
Yeah, the singer from Three Doors Down.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Losing him.
He was 47.
That's young.
It was cancer.
What was it?
Yeah.
We got a fan shout out of the week. This week it is Keith Dillon from Impact Picks. Impact Picks premium guitar picks made in the USA. Micro grips, flat picks, and 1.2 millimeter jazz picks, injecting, molding by them in the same building. Impact Picks, you can find them on Instagram and Facebook. Impact Picks, play like you mean it. Thanks for being a fan, Keith.
Rock on, buddy.
Very nice.
All right, so now, I didn't tell the guys again, I always do this, I don't tell them about this, but we're going to play Guess the Song based on the song lyrics just to get our voices warmed up for the episode. So if you know it, your name, your buzzer is your name.
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Love's like a muscle, and you make me want to flex.
Doug.
Doug.
Is this Kiss? Let's put the X in Cess. The X and S.
Yes.
Yes. Sex.
Let's put the let's
It's been
put
so
the
long I can't
sus.
even remember how to say it.
Let's put the sus in sex. Let's put the X in sex. You are correct. Point goes to Doug. It's like connecting the dots. Start at the bottom and lick it to the top.
Connecting the dots. Start at the bottom and
Nobody.
No, this one's not me.
Those
All
are
right.
song lyrics. It sounds more like instructions.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both, all of the above. So nobody gets it. It is Motley Crue. She goes down. Zip. Just take it like a sweet injection, just a token of my infection. I'm going to play you like a rhythm section.
I'm gonna play you like a rhythm section.
A little bit of a theme today.
God, there's
Well,
something about that first sentence. It's like something I heard from like a Bang Tango song.
It doesn't help that I don't read it like it's sung. All right, no point. Great White missed the bone.
No,
Not doing so hot today. The girls are dressed to kill, looking for a thrill, sliding, gliding. Sometimes they make it hard to choose.
Sliding, sometimes they make it hard to choose.
oh God, this song. Mm.
The mic's on?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
God.
All right, this is Scorpions. Tease me, please me. All right, maybe they get easier. I got dirty down addiction that doesn't leave a track. I got a Jones for your affection like a monkey on my back.
I got a dirty down addiction that doesn't leave a track.
That one I know.
All right, Brad, what is it?
That one's Bon Jovi. It's just bad medicine.
It is bad medicine.
No.
Yay, Brad gets the point. I've got a tongue like a razor, a sweet switchblade knife, and I can do you favors, but then you'll do whatever I like.
And I can do you favors, but then you'll do whatever I like.
That's some kind of Gene Simmons lyric.
Is this another Motley Crue? Girls?
It is not a Motley Crue.
Okay.
No, drawing blank on this one.
I think you guys will beat yourself up after this.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, Rocket
Yeah.
Queen.
Hmm.
Now that we're together, I'm going to show you a thing or two. Little girl, you got a lots to learn. I'm going to take you to my school.
Little girl, you got a lot to learn. I'm gonna take you to my school.
Oh God. God, I can hear this too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
God.
if you're watching this video, please comment that you got it before. I'll probably leave a little bit of a pause, but I can't leave this long of a pause.
It's
Anyone-
painful when you think you know it, but you just can't
Did I sing it?
put it together.
Trickster, give it to me good.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I think you each got one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't tell Carol that she did better on her.
But you should tell her that.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have our song smash. Who did it better? Heaven. We've got Bryan Adams versus Warrant, both doing Heaven.
Both classic songs. Love them both. My pick, I would have to go with Bryan Adams. I just think it's a well-crafted song. Just the harmonies, the piano part just fit in perfectly. As far as the Warrant, and I always have a little hang up now, when it comes to Warrant, because I know that when being the guitar player, when they recorded the first two records, that Joey Allen and Eric Turner didn't play any of the guitar solos on the first two records. I think Joey Allen had one on the second. And it was Bo Hill, the producer, brought in a guy, I think his name was Mike Slammer, to hammer them all out. And then he would sit down after the record's done, teach them how to play them. So that always kind of took a little shine off it for me.
I would agree that it's a very close call, but I'd have to give the edge to Bryan Adams. Warrant's Heaven is a great song, a great power ballad from the day. I just think Heaven is one of those more legendary songs from the era that, if you were told you've got to pick one of these to never hear again, might be another way of, well, if I had to pick one in that regard, I think I'd rather keep the Bryan Adams version, and so it might be okay if I never hear the Warrant one again.
Wow, it kind of surprises me a bit. Bryan Adams is a great 80s classic ballad from a great album. Reached #1 on Billboard. Pretty much a classic, a journey kind of feel to it. Since he toured with them, I cannot really say anything bad about it. Warrant only reached #2 on Billboard, so Bryan Adams got on there by one slot. But it is Warrant's biggest hit. Both were great songs for high school dances, but since Heaven came out in 1985, I was only in 5th grade or 6th grade. So it doesn't really have the relationship appeal for me like Warrant does, as it came out in 1989, like the sweet spot of my youth. I actually thought this would be closer for me, but I have Warrant all the way. Here's the kicker for that sophomore homecoming dance. I danced with my future wife to this song. I asked someone else
Very nice.
I asked someone else the homecoming, but she decided that she didn't want to go. So I wasn't going to go. My good friend Jarrett convinced me to go stag, even though I was really against it and not feeling it. Well, I wouldn't date Carol for a few years later. We danced to Heaven by Warrant that night. So I kind of have to give the edge to Warrant, and this is their first song smash where we got a little bit of a split decision, but looks like it goes to Bryan Adams this week, 2-1. It does surprise me a little bit. I figured we dug because 85, you're a little older, so it might have hit a little bit closer to that, but I thought for sure I would lean Bryan Adams maybe by a smidge, but Carol heard me playing them and she's like, well, this one's obvious. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is for me. I was surprised, but.
And I just thought like the lyrics for Bryan Adams, especially like the chorus, everything, it was more cohesive. It all kind of fit together. Whereas the Warrant, some of the chorus kind of out there, it's like, okay, what does that have to do with the lyrics, about your friends? What, now your friends don't like her, but
No matter what your friends say.
you do? Is that what you? It just seemed a little more all over the place. The Warrant lyrics were to me.
Oh, I just love that I get to put the lyric police up on you now.
This isn't necessarily song smash related, but it does hit, that nostalgic factor for music. And I think a lot about some of the really good music that's released today, and we tend to overlook it because there isn't a memory to tie to it. Like with Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, like you remember hearing that for the first time, where you were, how it kind of struck a chord with you. But the other great music that is more recent, it's, yeah, that's a great song, and then you just listen to the next one and you just
Yeah.
almost gloss over it, which is kind of sad. I don't know if that's just how we are as we age, or.
Well, you made a good point at the last episode talking about 14, 15 years old. Those are the times that just mean a lot to you when you hear it. And you say Guns N' Roses, I immediately think of my bedroom in the apartment with Randy coming over saying, you've got to listen to this cassette, and putting it in. And me joking that it sucked and I was going to throw it out my window, but I never heard anything like it, and it was awesome. But yeah, I can't tell you where I heard the new, I don't know, fill in the blank song from 2023.
Yeah, just for me personally, back when I was, in my teens, I wasn't quite as jaded. In all my music selection, like I would give pop. I would listen to Def Leppard and have no problem then putting in like the Bengals.
I'll do anything you want me to.
Whereas like today, Taylor Swift,
And my haters gonna hate.
Ariana Grande,
I know you wanted that backseat of my
Kelly Clarkson.
Out of the darkness and into the sun. But
I mean, all that stuff is all blended together, and I couldn't tell you who's who. I just, I'm sure there's great songs out there and all that genre, but I just don't give it as much of a chance at this stage of my life as I would when I was a teenager.
Yeah, you only got so much time on this earth, so why fill it with Taylor Swift?
my haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
message for the week, folks. Life's too short to listen to shitty music.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah,